Oh, hello and welcome back to the show. As you can see, I've been preparing myself in case old Buckethead comes back with my own jerry-rigged together hidden blade. Let's see if it works. Okay, I think it might need some work. Well, since we're here, we might as well finish up this Assassins Creedathon with Assassin's Creed 3. We pick up where we left off with Desmond and company entering the ancient bunker to find some device that will save the world, only to find out that in order to get further through the bunker you need a key. And there's only one way to find out where the key is: putting Desmond back in the Animus for the umpteenth time. Excuse me a moment. Are you fucking serious? There, I feel much better now. So Desmond goes into the memories of Hathan Kenway, who was travelling to America back in the 1700s to try and find the very site that Desmond is in today. Hathan has the key himself, and along the way he picks up a band of people to help him and romances a Native American woman who beats the crap out of George Washington. Actually, can we get a loop of that?
Don't. Don't.
Is it just me that finds that oddly satisfying? So Hathan finds the entrance to the bunker, but since he doesn't have a piece of Eden like Desmond does, it means he can't go any further. So instead he decides to just give up back to his merry band, only to reveal that Hathan and his friends were Templars the whole time. Shocked face! The story then jumps ahead years later to Hathan's illegitimate son Connor, whose personality has two settings: boring and uninteresting, or whiny and pissed off. Damn, I miss Ezio. So Hathan's second in command, Charles Lee, decides to try and set fire to Connor's village because they, for some reason, have a piece of Eden. Go figure. Remember how powerful the pieces of Eden used to be in the previous games? I'm just surprised that this tribe never actually used it to defend themselves against their attackers. So anyway, Connor's mother dies because she's a mother in fiction, and that's what they always do. And an exposition hologram tells Connor to go and become an assassin. So Connor gets trained by the last assassin in America, an old black gentleman named Achilles. Because this sort of character is the source of all wisdom in fiction. Throughout the game, Connor goes to assassinate Hathan's canines while occasionally helping out with the American Revolution. We occasionally exit the Animus and go back to Desmond trying to find some magic cubes to help power up the bunker. Meanwhile with Connor, he briefly teams up with his magnificent bastard of a father to help hunt down a Templar member who has screwed them both over. Connor then goes back to George Washington, who he's been working with for a while, only to find out that George Washington has ordered an attack on Connor's village because a few of the people there have sided with the British.
It seems your good friend here has just ordered an attack on your village. Although attack might be putting it mildly. Well, tell him, Commander.
Gee, stabbing your allies in the back just because a few people closely associated with them don't like you. How very American of you, Washington. So Connor stops the attack on his village and heads off to kill Charles Lee. Oh, and Achilles dies of old age. So Connor breaks into Fort Nelson and tries to kill Charles Lee, only to find Hathan Kenway there instead. So after Connor throws his old man into a few barrels, Hathan tries to give his son the old Homer Simpson treatment. However, this turns out to be a very bad move on Hathan's part, as Connor just decides to stab him in the face, killing him. Which is a shame, because I think Haytham was probably the character I enjoyed the most in this game. After finally killing Charles Lee, Connor heads back to his village only to find that all his people have been driven out. He then gets a final message from the exposition hologram telling him to bury the key that he took from Charles Lee in a place no one will find it. So Desmond heads off to find where the key is buried, and after finding it and getting it back to the bunker, he finally accesses the final room. Inside he finds the device and two holograms arguing whether it should be used or not. Turns out that if the device is activated, it will save humanity, but in doing so will allow one of the holograms to, you guessed it, take over the world.
Of course!
Desmond decides to activate the device, both saving and dooming humanity, and in doing so the device kills him. This is a bit of a downer ending, to be honest. The gameplay is your Assassin's Creed standard, although the controls do feel a bit clunkier than previously, and the game it feels a bit glitchy at points, probably due to the fact that it's on a new engine. There are several weapons such as daggers, axes, swords, clubs, and a blade on a rope that was so situational that I barely ever used it. There are several side quests such as delivering items, invading British camps, liberating areas from Templar control, and in doing so getting some people to join the Creed, building up Homestead, aka the headquarters of the Creed in this game, participating in organised fist fights, and getting your own ship and participating in naval battles. Gee, if only there was a game that focused more on this aspect while also refining it. Let's get the music out of the way first. It's there. While the graphics have overall improved, I found that the visual variety and that the visual spectacle in this game was sorely lacking, due to the fact that it takes place in the American colonies and nothing there was very much eye-catching, unlike in the previous games. While the game is by no regards bad, it feels the game is a bit boring and stretched thin in places. In fact, I got the distinct feeling that the developers have started to feel like lose interest at this point. It's kind of interesting looking back at the series now and how it went from a clunky experiment to a unique games, an enjoyable game series all of them, and then just dwindling into just being okay. While I will review other Assassin's Creed games in the future, I think I'll keep it to ones that I feel would be interesting to talk about rather than just reviewing every single one of them.
Well, howdy there, partner. I'm just a humble, genuine American colonist.
Just stop, this is getting embarrassing. Let's try this for the final time. Hang on. Where did the magic Fabergé egg go?
You mean this egg? I stole it from you while you were on the privy.
Oh, I got a brand new combine. Okay, I'll guess Hey, look over there!
What?
I'll take that. Wait a minute. Wires and circuitry? The Templar was a robot this whole time? Was there more than one of them? Were the Templars even real? Who's behind this? What's going on?